volume.
Hello everyone and be welcome to our panel about Metaverse. We are going to start this session with Metaverse with three professionals with whom we will discuss different points related to this term. So I would like each of the speakers introduce themselves briefly and personally. Please, can you talk us about yourself, Derek?
Hello everyone, I'm really happy to be in Spain. I lived in Catalonia for a long time and I love it here. And this venue is great. I'm originally from Dutch Caribbean. I'm the owner of Yala Limited. I'm the co-founder of Ascended from US. And I'm also a co-founder of and CEO of STP, Silicon Tech Park in Thailand, Silicon Tech Park Estate. And yeah, I had my first Metaverse in 2001, and that was a while back. And yeah, I continue being a public speaker worldwide and trying to bring consciousness and digitalization to mainly property development and new destinations and parallel twinning. So that's me, and I always say, Yalla, let's go.
Perfect. Thank you, Derek. Tadej, please.
Hello, my name is Tadej Slapnik. I'm coming from Slovenia. I'm a founder and CEO of World Metaverse Council. We are actually one of the biggest global network trying to connect professionals, companies, but also governments and cities in their journey to Metaverse. Besides that, I work with the European Commission. I'm a technical expert of Blockchain Observatory and Forum. It's the widest network of experts working on the field of blockchain technologies. And I'm also a CEO of HashNet company. We are blockchain infrastructure providers, and we are trying to deliver blockchain as a service. Happy to be with you.
Thank you, Tadej. To finish, Kirse, please.
Thank you. Hello, everybody. I am Kirse Salomon. I am a serial entrepreneur. My actual venture, where I'm focused, is Anima. Anima is a project about digital legacy and luxury, digital luxury. We build private wall and private immersive experiences for ultra-high net individuals based on the idea of their legacy. In the vision of Anima, in short term, is this digital legacy. In mid-term, we are working on the durability of this data, how we preserve this data centuries or millennia, this legacy. And in long term, Anima also is working for the digital eternity. We think that in 2 decades, maybe 3, the humanity will face the digital eternity. And we want that Anima is a place, is the path to this digital eternity also.
Thank you. After all this hype about Meta last year, I have the first question for you. What is the current state of Metaverse? Feel free to answer me.
Okay. Can you repeat the question?
What is the current situation of the Metaverse?
The current situation. The Metaverse has been here for over 25, 30, 40 years. The current situation didn't change that much. They got a little bit hyped because of the digitalization of, for example, cryptocurrencies and blockchain technologies, and there's been more attention for technology. But in 2001, when I was working with one of the metaverses, which is already now many years ago, 22 years ago, I mean, it looks rather similar than now. It looks a bit better, but it's not that much difference. There are not many use cases of, for example, metaverse and of blockchain. People want to put metaverse and people want to put blockchain everywhere, but there's only really few real use cases. And I think that is what we have to realize, that let's use it, and I think it's really useful, but on specific cases, and let's not overuse it and promote it in a way that it's many things, for example, are available without blockchain or without metaverse, for example, right? But I see a lot of potential, and luckily people are more open for metaverse now, and people accept it more, and of course social media really influence that people want to be in the metaverse. I love all my own avatars, and I think it's really cool. And it's the molt bé, it's the puta mara, as they say here in Catalonia. And it's really cool, but I would really like to see a little bit more use cases. And I see a huge use case for Metaverse in parallel twinning, because my background is in real estate development, also in Spain, and not only in Dubai and other countries. But I really see parallel twinning and parallel digitalization of assets and using Metaverse as a really good use case.
Another opinion there?
Yeah.
Yes, regarding to the current, let's say, the current activities, at least that we are engaging with our experts at World Metaverse Council, we are trying to solve this challenge that we still face, that we have many of them, we have many platforms, and that they are not interoperable to the stage that we as participants with our avatars would be able to move from one to another directly. So what we do is we collaborate with more than 50 companies that together they are building up the framework that it will be necessary to deploy in order that we will have that solution. Besides that, we have AI coming into Metaverse, so we have fantastic opportunities to power the avatars with the AI, of course. And if I go back to European Union, I have to point it out that in July this year, European Commission adopted a really progressive strategy. They call it a strategy on digital worlds and Web 4.0. So they call digital worlds Metaverse, actually. And with this, I believe that we as European Union are joining the most progressive countries, mentioned Dubai, of course, and some others, on really serious adoption of Metaverse solutions, particularly in industry and cities.
Okay, thank you, Kirsi.
Well, my vision is that we are now the metaverse is here from 2 decades. We experience it all. We live in the metaverse 2 hours a day, on average here. Okay, the metaverse has been built by the humanity during these 2 decades. To me, the metaverse is the last destination, the ultimate destination of the digital transformation, where all the technologies will converge. And what happened is that 2 years ago, 1 year and a half ago, we started to enter in the exponential growth, clearly, and we are there. And we will see now with Vision Pro launch another hype, and also as my vision of Metaverse is the convergence of all the technologies, building this new reality. The emergence of AI is also very important for the metaverse. Okay, then I think things that we thought that maybe is in 1 decade is in 1 year happening. The acceleration is very, very rapidly.
Okay, the name of the panel is Open Metaverse. So my next question is about what is a decentralized metaverse and what technologies converge in it?
You want me to start? I don't believe in decentralization because nothing is decentralized. I wish it was true because then if we live in a decentralized world, the world will be a much better place. But there are always certain parties that you don't make it completely decentralized. I agree with the remark that you could say, let's make it as decentralized as possible, which I think is a really good thing. And then, yes, I would vote for an open metaverse, but in reality, it will be not completely open. Yeah, so, and that everybody, I think the interoperability is really important. Because you see it also with blockchain or with metaverse.
The same.
It's really difficult to choose which blockchain you want to choose and where because of speed, because of all different utilities. It's the same with the metaverse. One metaverse is maybe better for smart cities or for industry, or maybe for factories or for logistics, or it doesn't matter, right? So it does matter which metaverse to choose for the right product. But it should be used for everything. Because a good example is the internet was adapted by everybody with one web, right? And now we're saying Web 3, and then we're saying Web 4, but there is no one web because there are many, many elements. I mean, it's not like, for example, that you have the different browsers, right? And that they came to one browser or maybe two we have now, let's say, which most people use. So it's a much more complicated situation than we were talking about Web 1 and Web 2, or Web 3 and even Web 4, right? And also, for example, yesterday in the opening speech of Jimmy Nugent, he explained really well the steps from Web 1 to Web 2 to Web 3, but what it's all about is that you have to use your supernatural power combined with, for example, the future of AI and Metaverse to really accelerate, as you said, into something which can become much quicker. And I believe really that there is a lot of utility, as you mentioned, especially for the EU, for factories, smart cities, surveillance, and I have other friends here also in the crowd, for example, for regulation of traffic, or for roads, or for tunnels, or for IoT, or cybersecurity within the house, because you need cybersecurity and you need different layers in each metaverse. Imagine what a problem that is. The guy before us also talked about the difficulties of legislation within the metaverse. I mean, you even have cases that people got abused already in the metaverse. So, I mean, it's really difficult, but it's a really cool world. And I think absolutely it's going so fast. We'll be surprised how, when I remember when I saw the Star Wars that somebody spoke on a mobile and now everybody has it. It's going to be happening the same with the metaverse. It's just really cool, I think.
I agree with you, not completely, because I think things like open source, open blockchain, or open code can help to that decentralization. Not full, for now,
I agree.
but maybe it can help.
No, I hope so. I pray for it, even completely decentralized. I wish.
Exactly. Tadej?
Well, I'm a 100% believer in open metaverse.
Yes.
Of course, it's hard to get there, but I think we should believe, we should work on it. And of course, I would like to point out that the collaboration is a key.
Yes.
A key issue here, because we, of course, like it was years ago with blockchain, we have many fantastic solutions, but on the market they were competing to each other, so they were developing so-called silences. They didn't think about the end-user experience that actually, when you are using blockchain, of course, you need a solution that it will be, as mentioned, interoperable, and with the open metaverse and also decentralization connected to it, we are actually doing so. First, I believe that we will face the solutions that with our avatars we will be able to move directly, like some portals, from one to another. So we will be using web like we are using it actually now. It will be just a little bit different, not two-dimensional, but three-dimensional web. But then the Web 3, Web 4 solution will, of course, follow. So if we are thinking about the monetization, if we are thinking about the economy in the metaverse, definitely we need the blockchain solution behind. And I believe we should make a structure of open, decentralized metaverse on the case that it will give opportunity to small, medium, and also big companies, to entrepreneurs, to creators, and actually this is the final goal of World Metaverse Council, actually, that we have now already in 80 countries, our founding members. So we are bringing all the globe together, brilliant minds to realize the dream of open metaverse. Yeah.
Chris?
Well, I think that the open metaverse, we are talking about interoperability, and okay, yeah, it's a part of the open metaverse. But although will be a lot of temptations that we see now of own this metaverse and have a proprietary infrastructure, okay? And that is happening. The real business is in the open metaverse. And I think will be, as has happened in internet, the business is, because internet is interoperable and is open, the business is there. If the internet was a small proprietary systems, the business had not happened, okay? Then I think that there will be the same people, the same companies and business interested on the metaverse that will push for the open metaverse. Because finally, they will find there the real business, the interoperability and to have an open system, a common layer with the standards is necessary to grow the economy. If that doesn't happen, metaverse will die, and it's not dying, it's growing.
What do you think about the intention of that standard forum companies created, like Metaverse Standard Forum or OMO3? What is the real intention of that groups with big companies going inside?
Yeah, well, I am supporter of OpenUSD as a good standard for the VR exchange. The metaverse, as I told before, is not only VR. We need OpenAI, we need a public blockchain, decentralized blockchain for the metaverse. We need several open technologies and open source, of course. I think that these efforts, generally, as far as I know, the major ones, are with good faith to do things. Because as I told you, for example, OpenUSD behind is Apple, NVIDIA, etc., Google, I think. Huge companies pushing for this standard. Why? Because they know perfectly that if they have a standard, they have business there. With no standard, the business will die. Okay? Then I think the big companies, the big guys will push for these standards. Honestly, for the business.
Yeah. Starting with you now, do you think is blockchain necessary or is an option in the metaverse? Because we have few technology guys about different companies saying blockchain is not necessary.
With no blockchain, there is no metaverse. I don't know today another technology that could be the backbone as is blockchain for the metaverse. With the blockchain, you get the economy and the ownership of the digital assets and identity. The first question that we need, and you've seen before Sergi talking about these things, is identity for the digital assets. And on top of that, you need to build the economy and all that. The only technology today that you can use to get that is blockchain. There is not another technology. And for that, blockchain becomes the backbone of the metaverses. Yeah.
Perfect. Tadesh, what do you think about it?
Well, I agree. Definitely, we could have a metaverse without blockchain, but it would make no sense, actually, no real use cases, just, okay, to visit virtual worlds. But I strongly believe that with the blockchain, with solutions enabling us to identify ourselves, to do commercialization inside of it, we are getting the real, let's say, digital twin of the economy in the metaverse, and this is actually necessary. So I 100% believe that these two solutions will go hand in hand.
Eric?
Yeah, of course, metaverse can exist without blockchain, but I agree with the gentlemen. Blockchain is really good to have it because of time stamping, because of identity, because of security, because of everything. So I just wanted to make another remark from the question before. It's very simple. With the internet, you had intranet, and then you had internet, and everybody was focused on intranet. It's the same you could compare with the metaverse, right? So that's where we are now. Some people are pushing still the intranet, right? And let's hope we're coming to the internet of the metaverse, let's say, when we can call it Web 20 or when Web 3, Web 4, these are all just terms. Same as blockchain technology has been existing for a very long time. It's just a way of thinking or a way of time stamping or a way of doing certain things. So yes, I agree, it can exist without blockchain, but blockchain is the perfect technology for metaverse.
And where do you think the people will be? In an open or in a closed metaverse?
I'm hoping and I'm advocating for an open, but there are, as we say, like big companies around, and there's a lot of ego around in this world, and there's a lot of people who want to have the power. And up till today, there has never been a civilization or anything that it is, let's say, fair. And so you can also say the contrary, right? But there is absolutely for the metaverse, because people think about the metaverse. You can also have several metaverses for different things, right? As we spoke about before, for a smart city, you can have a metaverse for one city or for a country, right? Or for a factory, for example. Because if you have machines with metaverse and they need to fix the machine, it's much more easier to fix it in a metaverse than to, or even for property technology, right? Or for example, I'm doing my own project, which I'm digitalizing temples. And what is the use of the digitalization of temples, the Temple Hunter, is that you can bring children back to the temples, which didn't want to go to the temples. When it's gamified and in the metaverse, it's super cool for the kids to go back to the temple. And another way is because of the metaverse and because of digitalization and parallel twinning, you can educate yourself, right? Because I've been to so many temples in, for example, Thailand or in other countries or churches or mosques, and then I have no one to explain to me. Then we use AR, VR, and metaverse for educating myself, right? And learning about the objects which are there, which are parallel twinned, which are in the metaverse, which are with AR, with VR. So there are so many use cases again, and it's just really cool. And the metaverse is useful, right? And I think there's also too much discussion about, okay, we have to use this, we have to use that. It's very important, but it's all about adaptability. Adaptability is key. If everybody wants to use the metaverse will come with blockchain, without blockchain, with decentralization, with or without open, right? It will come. So we have to push the adaptability. That's what I like, for example, of the EU. They were pushing, for example, a lot of innovation before. Mm-hmm. And you could even get really good grants from EU for innovation. So they're helping you even to with an old project also applied for the innovation grant, right? So it's the same for the metaverse. Now they're doing something really cool for the metaverse, right? And there are really cool projects like yourself with the ultra network individuals and the metaverse. So it's all about adaptability and the humans wanting to be using the metaverse. And that's why avatars, again, really helps, because avatars lift your ego, because it's really cool to see your own picture and think, wow, that's cool, that's me, right? And then you changing in adaptability, because you want to see your avatar do stuff, right? This is really what it's about. People have to use it. People have to be excited about it. I mean, I am.
Tadej?
Yeah, I will just continue, because it was the reason that colleagues from Dextforce Festival, when we agreed that we will come to the conference not just as a panelist but also to showcase. Yeah. So I will bring your attention to the workshop that we will have today at 3 o'clock, where we have 8 VR headsets with us. So I don't know how many of you already tasted the Metaverse in VR glasses. How many of you? No. 30%. All others, you are invited. We have a stand there. We have VR headsets, and it's really cool, actually, to be inside, not just you, but 8 people in the same time. It could be hundreds. So, yeah, what we are trying to do is to push the adoption. And this is also a suggestion that I would have for you. Try it. You will understand it much better, and I agree. First, education. will be profiting the most. It's unbelievable how strong and how fast we are able to learn in the three-dimensional digital space, and everything else, as we discussed, of course, in the industry, in the smart cities, and all the different areas. But we are at least starting with education. We have a founding member from Serbia that they are developing the first metaverse for the faculty in Israel. They will be actually opening the faculty completely in the metaverse, giving the lectures, everything. So I would encourage you to try it and then become early adopter.
Perfect. Kirse?
Well, the question was open and or private, no? And let's say that Anima, the business that I am running now, we say private walls. But okay, private walls for rich people, okay, as they build their super yachts or their mansions, or they have private yachts or private houses. Is you can have a private wall in an open structure, infrastructure, okay? It's not necessary. I think that the two things are not exactly the same. You can build a private metaverse for your own use, but you can use open technology to build that. Okay, I believe that the open technology is necessary because you can exchange the assets, you can have a digital economy. Okay, but you can use this technology to build your private solutions.
Okay, we have a few minutes, but for this question, I need all of you. How many of you know Fortnite, Minecraft, or Roblox? Please, hands up. Okay, okay. And now is the question. I saw the last year all the digital news saying Fortnite, Minecraft, Roblox are metaverse. Also, projects in blockchain saying the decentralized is a metaverse, the sandbox is a metaverse, different video games in blockchain are metaverse. What do you think? Are Fortnite, Minecraft, or Roblox metaverse?
Me first.
If you want.
I mean, you can define metaverse how you want. It depends on the definition of metaverse. Exactly, he said the same. I mean, I could say yes, I could say no. It depends on how you define the word metaverse. But I would say yes, because that's where it all started. I mean, I started with an HR platform in the metaverse in 2001. Yes, it was a metaverse, because you had your avatar. Yeah, it was really slow, but it still looked really cool. And you went inside to do your interview yourself. It was like the first interview before you went into the real interview, right? But yes, it is a metaverse, absolutely. And is it the metaverse where we want to go? No, of course not. Is it real, what they did amazing? Yes, I think so, for their time, absolutely. And yeah, can it be done better? Yes, of course.
Perfect. Liz?
Answer is yes, but it's on the evolution path.
Yeah.
Really start of it, I believe.
Yeah.
We all who are looking, get ready, player one.
Yeah.
We envision a metaverse that somewhere in the near future could appear. So yeah, it is. But of course, I hope that it will progress, and we will enjoy it much more.
Yes, my vision of metaverse, sure, that is metaverse, because I believe that all the apps that we have on our phone are metaverse, because for me, the metaverse is the new digital reality that humanity is building, and all our digital experience is building this metaverse. Another question is the quality of all these experiences, the evolution, the moment of this evolution, and if it can be good or not. I think that Fortnite, for example, has been very useful to highlight that the metaverse is existing, because the kids, our kids, my kids, they have friends there, and are real, the friends that they have in the Fortnite, yes, are real, are in a new reality, digital reality. Then I think that has helped a lot on changing mentality about this new digital reality.
Okay. Thank you, Kirse. Thank you, Tadej, and thank you, Derek, for being here. And thank you all for being here. I hope you like this panel about Metaverse. We are out of time, so thank you.
Thank you.